Today we're taking a look at the Bandai Tamashii Nation's SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Super Saiyan Trunks figure. So, what is going on, everybody? How is everyone doing today? Daredevil19 here, and today we are taking a look at the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks. This is another one of my most anticipated figures for this year, and it does not disappoint. Really digging this piece. I think Tamashii Nations did an amazing job with it, and it makes the other future Trunks figure look like a piece of crap. But anyway, let's get into the review and start off with the packaging for the Super Saiyan Trunks. So we get that newer style packaging just like the Awakening Warrior Goku and the Beerus figure. We do get white, blue, and gray for the main colors of the box. I'm really digging the color in the background, that dark blue. It looks really nice. We get the window right there, says SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks. We do get some images of the figure on the right, says Dragon Ball Z on the bottom, Toei Animation, Tamashii Nations, Bandai. The bottom of it is the barcode and blah 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 stuff that nobody really gives a crap about. The top of it doesn't really have anything at all. And then the side of it says Super Saiyan Trunks, SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks again. And then the other side of it has some more images of the figure. And then the back of it shows a bunch of different poses you can get the figure into along with some of his accessories. But anyway, that is the packaging. Let's get this figure open and take a closer look at Trunks. Alrighty, so taking a closer detailed look, and Tamashii Nations did an incredible job with this piece. This Trunks figure is so dope, and it is now one of my top 5 favorite SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures. My favorite part is definitely the hair. I think it looks awesome. I just love these pieces hanging down. That just looks cool to me. We got that little piece in the front right there. A little bit of paint shading going on right here. The only issue I have with the hair is they only put paint shading right there. There is none on the back, so that's a little bit disappointing. But the sculpt of the hair looks pretty good right there on the back of the head. We get some sculpted lines all throughout it. Then we get the hair tie in there, which is white. A little bit of sculpt work on it too. You can see like the tie right there on the top. And I like the way the ponytail of the hair looks too. Nice sculpt work. Very pointy, so be careful of that. Same with these pieces. But really digging the hair sculpt. I think that just looks badass. I mean, nice sculpt work going on around here too. So very cool looking. The face sculpt looks good. Looks like Trunks to me. And the skin tone color does look anime accurate to me, if I may say so. We do get the neck right there, nice sculpt work on it, a little bit of skin tone color, and then we get that like royal blue from his Saiyan armor on his neck as well. And then the Saiyan armor itself does look awesome. I like this a lot better than the one Vegeta, the currently released original Super Saiyan Vegeta and the Scouter Vegeta, just whatever Vegeta figure wears it. I like this one a lot better. The only thing I don't like though is the mustard yellow parts. With the Vegeta figures, they did add like a darker color paint in the lines, but they didn't do it on this Trunks figure. The white parts just seem to be a white plastic. I think just the top is, the bottom of it looks like it's painted, but the paint seems to be nice and clean for the most part from what I could see. I mean, they did a nice job with it. We do get the mustard yellow color around the midsection and then around the shoulder straps right there. And these are all sculpted lines, so that's good. Same with the back as well. Paint's nice and clean. Those are sculpted lines in there. Good work on that. And I like the sculpted work around the Saiyan armor around there. And then for the arms, nice sculpt work on them. Really digging this royal blue color. I think that looks really nice. It kind of looks similar to the premium color Super Saiyan Vegeta, but it's a little bit lighter. That one is slightly darker. Nice sculpt work for the gloves right here. I like the sculpted wrinkles around the wrists. Paint seems to be nice and clean. It looks like a little bit of the white paint is bleeding onto the blue around the forearm on this side. And then for the legs, we do get the updated articulation for the torso and the legs, so that is a big plus right there. Nice sculpt work around the legs. Nice way they hid the knee joint. I think that looks natural to me. It looks like his kneecap. And then we get his boots. And I like these sculpted wrinkles around the ankles there. That looks pretty awesome. And the back of them. And then we do get the mustard yellow tips, and they did sculpt in the line, so people will not complain about it. But I like that they did it with this new updated Trunks right here, and we will get it with the new updated Super Saiyan Vegeta. I mean, overall, they did a very nice job with the paint and sculpt, so I think they knocked it out of the park with detail. Another thing I noticed is on his hair, I see like a black mark there, and then around this piece, and it's kind of bugging me a lot. But other than that, I think they did a phenomenal job with the detail for this new Super Saiyan Trunks. But anyway, let's continue on. Here I wanted to show you the difference between the blue that's on the Trunks figure and the blue that's on the premium color Super Saiyan Vegeta. As you can see, the Trunks blue is a little bit lighter compared to Vegeta's. His is slightly darker. So if you did want to use the crossed arms for this Vegeta, you could tell the blue is a little bit lighter, but it is passable. So I wanted to show you that real quickly. And for anybody who is curious if you can interchange the faces or the heads with either one of these figures, you can't do it. The way the pegs are lined up for the faces are different, so you can't interchange like that face on that head or that face on that head. And then you can't interchange the heads either, because the ball peg on this Trunks is a little bit bigger, while this one is a little bit smaller, as you can see right there. I mean, if you really wanted to, you can have this one resting on this Trunks, but it just doesn't look right, and he looks like a midget now because the head looks a little too big for that body. But anyway, continuing on. Moving on to the accessories, we don't get a whole bunch of stuff with this figure, but we do get some cool things included with Trunks. We get 6 interchangeable hands, so we get a pair of fists, and they are reused from the Vegeta figure. And it is just a white plastic, nice sculpt work. There isn't any paint shading or anything like that. So we do get a pair of fists, and then we get a pair of the final flash hands or some boob grabbing hands. Nice sculpt on them. Reused from Vegeta, as you can see. And then the last ones here are open palm blast hands. So nice sculpt on these as well. But those are the interchangeable hands, and then we also get an accessory I'm very happy about, which is the interchangeable crossed arms. Very happy they included this with Trunks, and we will be getting it with the Super Saiyan Vegeta. But nice sculpt work on it, and the paint seems to be nice and clean where the white meets the blue and everything, so nice work on that. And the way you interchange it, you just pop Trunks' arms off at the bicep, and then you just pop the crossed arms on. Simple as that. But then we also get 2 interchangeable heads. We get the Super Saiyan one, then the powered down one, and then we get 4 interchangeable faces. We get 3 for the Super Saiyan, and then 1 for the powered down. We'll take a look at the powered down head sculpt and face sculpt. And they did a very nice job with it. I like the sculpt of the hair, looks pretty cool. We do get some paint shading down the middle right there. And then that's weird, there's no paint shading on this side, but I see it on this side. Ah, come on, man. There is a quality control issue right there. Come on, Tamashii Nations, what the hell are you doing? Just noticed that. But nice sculpt work on the hair. We do get the hair tie again. You can see the tie in there, and it is painted white. Nice sculpt work with the ponytail as well. Very nice work on that, and the face sculpt looks pretty good. So pretty cool looking. And you can interchange it with any of the other Trunks faces, as I said before, because the pegs are different compared to this one and the other one, so you can interchange any other Trunks face on this. But we do get that. I like that they included the powered down head sculpt, and then we get 3 interchangeable faces for the Super Saiyan one. We get this one here, which is the normal looking face sculpt. Whoops, focus the camera again, and he's looking off to the left. So pretty cool looking. We already took a look at the hair and the detail, but we do get some paint shading in the ears. Nice clean paint all throughout the face, so nice work on that by Tamashii Nation. So we get that one there, and then we get the angry teeth gridded face sculpt. So it's pretty cool. Nice sculpt and nice clean paint all throughout it. So we get that one there, and then the last one we get is the yelling, screaming face sculpt. Very clean paint and nice sculpt work on this one. But anyway, those are all the accessories included with Trunks. Yeah, I wish he came with like a blast effect or maybe another interchangeable face with the powered down head sculpt, but I am happy with what we get. Like I said, I wish we got more though. But anyway, continuing on. So now for the height of Trunks, he stands about 5.5 inches tall to the top of his head right there. Then to the top of his hair, he's a little bit under 6 inches tall. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Premium Color Future Trunks figure and the SH Figuarts Perfect Cell figure. And then here he is compared to the SH Figuarts Android 16, Android 17, and Android 18 figures. And then here he is compared to a bunch of the other SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z figures. Anyway, there's some quick comparisons. Let's keep moving on with the rest of the review. So now moving on to the articulation, which I love because a lot of it is updated. We do get one point at the upper neck and one at the lower neck, so the upper neck joint looks up about that much. It does get hindered by his ponytail, and he does pretty much look all the way down, so that is good. We do get some nice pivot up there, and it does swivel as well. Now the lower neck joint really doesn't move around that much, but that's kind of normal with DBZ Figuarts. Get a little bit of forward and back movement, some pivot there, and slightly swivels. So we do get better movement at the upper neck joint, of course. Now we do get a new point of articulation under the chest right there, so it goes forward and back. But we do get some gappage, so you might want to hide it. We do get some pivot there, and it does swivel as well. The waist right here does go forward and back a bit, slightly pivots, but barely. And then we do get swivel there. Now for the arms, do get a little bit of up and down movement, and I like that they added in like a butterfly joint, so that's cool that they added that in there. Don't really get circular motion, but we do get the butterfly joint and slight up and down movement. And then the arms go out to the side about 90 degrees. They do go up and down. Wow, that joint's tight. An issue I have, because we have the bicep swivel, the joints at the bicep are a little bit loose, but that's because we do get the interchangeable crossed arms, so I see why they're a little bit loose, but I wish they weren't that loose, but oh well, that's a minor complaint I have. We do get double jointed elbows that bend in pretty much all the way, so that is good. For the wrists, they do swivel and hinge, so we get some nice movement there. Now for the legs, this is another point of articulation that is updated. They do kick up about 90 degrees, and then they go to the back a decent amount, and then they kick out to the side a little less than 90 degrees actually, and then they do swivel up there as well. An issue I have though with these new leg joints, whenever I try to move them out to the side, they sometimes go back to like that position, and it's getting really annoying. I've noticed that with the SH Figuarts First Order Stormtrooper as well, so hopefully in the future they make it so, like, see what I mean? I move them out and then they go back in a little bit. So that's kind of annoying me, but I do like the updated articulation. We do get double joints at the knees that bend back pretty much all the way, so that is good. For the ankles, they do swivel, they hinge up a good amount, and then they hinge down an okay amount, and then we do get some pretty good pivot there. And then we do get the toe articulation. So we do get some very nice movement throughout this entire piece, and I am very satisfied with it. I really like this updated body mold that they're using, and now I cannot wait for the Super Saiyan Vegeta that we will be getting in October. But overall, I do highly recommend this Trunks, especially if you're a big DBZ fan, if you love the SH Figuarts line, or if Trunks is one of your favorite characters. This is a must-have for your collection. Tamashii Nations did a magnificent job with this, and right now this is the best DBZ figure that has been released this year, so I do recommend this 100%. A few minor complaints and issues I have is on the powered down head sculpt. On one side there's paint shading on it, meanwhile the other side doesn't even have any, so that's a little disappointing. Another is the left shoulder joint is way too tight. I feel like it's going to break off. The right one's fine, but the left one, they just made it really tight, and I'm scared to articulate it, so that's a little bit annoying. And another thing, they displayed this Trunks at Toy Fair this year with an Ascended Super Saiyan hair sculpt. Meanwhile, the figure isn't even included with it, so that is a bit of a letdown, and I wish there was a little more accessories included with this piece. And the last thing is the legs. When you articulate them out to the side, they slowly move back inward, and it gets a little frustrating, so I hope they fix that in the future. But other than those minor complaints and issues, They did an incredible job with this Trunks. We get some great movement with the updated articulation. The accessories are cool, but like I said before, I wish there was more stuff included. But they did an excellent job with the detail. The paint and sculpt were executed very well. And in my own personal opinion, I think this is the best DBZ figure that Tamashii Nations has released so far this year. And if you would like to get this for your collection, he does retail for about $45-50, and he only released in Japan as of now, so he will be releasing in the US about 3 to 5 weeks. And you can pre-order him from my buddy from AgelessGeeks.com, or you could join the Ageless Geeks Facebook group and pre-order it from the owner on there as well. But anyway, that is my review of the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Trunks. Hope you enjoyed my review. If you want to support the channel, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and favorite the video too. And if you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, just give it a thumbs up anyway, because action figures are awesome. But thanks for watching. I will see you later. We get white, blue, and very nice sculpt work on it. And the paint. Son of a bitch. Here I just wanted to show you the difference between the color blues for the premium color Super Saiyan Vegeta. As you can see, what the heck? Talking too fast, and I can't talk at all then. It will not work. As you can see, the peg is a